So today we are going to deal with the sentence structure. Okay, so today we'll take class 2. Okay, the last one we're going to revise because there are very few were there. है ना, आज हम revise करिबा the same thing जोटा कि तुम माने थिलोन से देनो ठीक अछि ताले देखिबा the sentence structure हमें part 5 देन दिबा ना थिलोन दे माने so ना off थिलो है ना only this voice is present there ताले sentence structure देखिबा लेखो हेडिंग दियो हला इधर से class 2 लिखि दियो ठीक अछि यो जाओ second class this is our second class and today we are going to deal with this sentence structure. Okay, sentence structure, and this topic is going to be dealt every day. Okay, structure प्रतिदिन या विषय किछि हम डिस्कशन करिबा हला केते टाइप सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर अछि को बडे कोला हम वेरी इजीली वी कैन लर्न इंग्लिश है ना दैट इज स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश तो देखो इट इज पार्ट 1 यू कैन राइट दिस साइड पार्ट 1 ओके पार्ट 01 now as before you had done please come in write the structure to the children. The first sentence structure will be what? Subject plus will plus V1. Okay? Subject plus will plus V1. So this is the sentence structure. The structure of a sentence. And through this we are going to give you examples जहाँ द्वारा कि हमें इजीली जाने परिबा कोन जे को भलिया सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशंस होउची तयारी होउची गठन होउची हैला यस तार स्ट्रक्चर सो इफ आई से वी नो द subjects माने कोन व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सब्जेक्ट और कैन यू डिफाइन व्हाट इज सब्जेक्ट
any proper topic
no subject in this case subject in this case what do you mean by subject in this structure subject means what the doer
who is the work
the doer yes the worker the one who is working है ना he or she is called the what the subject so if I take here I okay I as the subject okay the second example as I as the subject now after I plus will is there okay so I will put here will now V1 what is V verb yes very good it's verb and can you tell me what is verb hello what is verb
and doing what
yes any doing word है ना any doing word आमे जहाँ भी नीति दिन रे करूछे anything that you are doing is called a verb okay ताले कोन करूछे आमे just give an example reading okay ताले I will read because the V1 we know it has three forms V1 V2 and V3 okay but now we are going to study about the V1 only okay so I will read I will read what the object has to be there anything I will read a newspaper I will read an article I will read a magazine है ना कोई वो I will read a story book also can be said isn't it story book पाजी भाई बताओ yes and instead of read also you can use any other verbs
study
that you know yes you can use study you can use study you can use eat you can use run you can use sleep you can use what
right
and many more things and it will continue in this way just you have to change I will read a story book I will study hard I will eat rice I will run fast I will sleep early so this is the way through which you can learn English okay so this is the in terms of positive okay this is the positive sentence isn't it positive sentence this is in terms of in the case of positive okay so while I teach you while I say these sentences you also have to repeat like huh? so that you will be fluent in your language like if I say I read a story book you will have to repeat after me I will read a story book
I will read a story book
repeat after me I will read a story book
I will read a story book
yes I will study hard
I will study hard
I will eat a mango
I will eat a mango
I will run fast
I will run fast
I will sleep early
I will sleep early
yes and this is in the case of positive one okay so now if we see the negative sentence how will it be how can we make it into negative one if we put no or not into it okay so we know no or not is put just after the helping verb or the modal verbs okay so here the same thing will be there I can write okay then I'll write you what? I will. And after that, we'll use not.
Not.
Okay? I will not read. Not read what? A storybook. A storybook. It's simple, isn't it? I will not read a story book. Okay. Now you can say also, I will not study hard, isn't it? So these sentences will become what? Negative. These sentences will become negative. And many more things also you can add into it. So if we talk about the negatives, we will say it in this way. I will not read a storybook. Say, I will not read a storybook.
I will not read a storybook.
I will not study hard.
I will not study hard.
I will not eat an apple.
I will not eat an apple.
I will not run fast.
I will not run fast.
I will not sleep early.
I will not sleep early.
Because this is my choice. If someone tells you, please sleep early, or you have to sleep early, you say, I cannot sleep, or I will not sleep early. Because I have to see the reels in the midnight. I have to
See the reels in the midnight.
see the reels in the midnight. I have to go through the messages. I have to change my profile pic. I have to do chatting, as I say. I have to chat with my friends. So I cannot sleep early. But this one, if we make into an interrogative now, isn't it? Now we'll go into an interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? What is interrogative sentence? The sentence which asks you questions. Like if I ask you what's your name? What's your name? Is an interrogative sentence. Are you coming? Is an interrogative sentence. Will you go? It's a interrogative sentence. In the same way, now the helping verb or the modal verbs will come at the first. This is the structure. Okay? So here what I have to do is we have to change the position. Now I'll write here will. Will I? Then the subject will come. Will I what? Read? Isn't it? Will I read? That means you're asking, will I read a storybook? This is good for me. No, will I read a storybook? Okay? Will I read a storybook? Will I read a storybook? Or will I study? Will I study hard? Will I study? Okay? Study. Study hard. Will I eat? Kon mo khaibi? Na. Will I run? Will I sleep? Na. Will I କରିକି ଆମେ ଆଉ କିଛି ବି କଣ କରିବା verbs use କରି परिबा and according to that we will put the object बुझिला subject को देखि कि always helping verb रो काम अछि जे को verb ता बोली ठीक अछि and एबे कोन एरे काम को देखि कि से कोन हबो object रो काम अछि से object कोठी होछि now you cannot play football in the house can you play
Question mark चिन्ह
हां एरे कोन हबो इंटरव्यू कोन हबो एरे question mark हबो एरे कोन हबो एरे question mark हबो ঠিক আছে তাহলে কোন হলো না মই এটা एग्जांपल দিতে লাগে কোন যে I am playing football in my bedroom is that is possible it's like nonsense you can play football only in the playground I play cricket in my dining hall সেটা যেটা আমি হস্টেল রুমে মেস রুমে সেটা আমি সেই কাম করে তো মানে করতেব লাইট ফটো দেব ফ্যান ফটো দেব আসলে কব না আমি করে নাই জানি না এসব সেন্স বহুত সারা হবে ঠিক আছে now for this one if we make into a, or convert this sentence into an interrogative sentence how the sentence structure will be
will not I read
what will not I read a storybook will not I read a storybook or in the shortened one you can say won't I read a storybook will not is considered as won't isn't it won't I read a storybook won't I study hard won't I study hard won't I eat won't I run and many more verbs can be taken along with the objects okay so this is the sentence structure of one this is part 1 है ना এটা একটা স্ট্রাকচার আছে এটা কি 1 লো ঠিক আছে এমনিতে হি কিছু 10টা 15টা now what is your work you have to have or you have to know the verbs you have to know the verbs the unlimited verbs verbs are unlimited you have to know about the subject you always cannot put I you can put say she he it ram sita you we they so these many are the subjects and you can use all of them like if I say they will read a storybook she will read a storybook she will not read a storybook will he read a storybook will not they read a storybook? If I put the subject that they, will not they read a storybook? Isn't it? So the second structure we'll see. This was the first structure. Now the second structure, right? Second structure, okay? Second structure is there. In the same way it will go, right? Subject plus should. Yes. Subject plus should plus B1. I'm not going to write more. Okay. I will say and you're going to write now. Okay. So here you see the first example you can say also. Now here different subject will take. Okay. Like what?
Mohini.
Mohini. Okay. Is it your name, Mohini? Okay. Mohini. Mohini should. Okay. Now what do you have in the sentence structure? Should. Mohini should. Mohini should what? Now what is the meaning of should? What is the meaning of should? क्या है? It is of like taking suggestions or giving suggestions. You should do it. That means I am suggesting you. It's your choice whether you will do it or not. The choice depends on you. But it's my duty to give you suggestions that the exams are coming ahead, they're knocking at the doors, and you have to study hard. And that's up to these students whether they are going to take it or not. Okay, so Mohini should study hard, isn't it? Mohini should study hard. Mohini should read a storybook if she wants to improve the English language. If she wants to improve the spoken language, she has to read the storybooks. One more chair is there in the room, and also bring one more marker from there. Okay. So Mohini should what should she do? She should study hard. She should study hard. Okay. So here you can change the verbs for her. She should work hard. She should sing well. She should run fast. She should jump high. She should what? Or Mohini should give some verbs.
Eat well.
Hmm?
Eat healthy.
Eat. Acha. Eat
Rice.
rice. Mohini should eat rice. Come. Mohini should eat rice. Why is she eating so much of chapatis? तुमको बेलिया को पड़ोसी की से बहुत खाऊच.
It can be also Mohini should eat healthy food.
Yes, Mohini should eat healthy food. She is getting fatter day by day, isn't it? And becoming unhealthy. So she should eat or have healthy food. Okay. Next, if you deny her to not have that healthy food, Mohini should not have healthy food. Should not take healthy food. Should not eat what? Healthy food. Okay. So here what will be there? Mohini should not. We will use not. Study hard. Mohini should not study hard. Mohini should not go out. Mohini should not play cricket because she is a girl. She cannot play cricket. Like. So the next one, the third one is what? Interrogative one. Okay. So should Mohini study hard? Write it. Should Mohini study hard? Should Mohini study hard? Study hard? Question mark. Should Mohini study hard? This is the sentence structure. Okay, you can change the verbs and the objects according to that, and also you can change the subjects too. Okay. Now should. Okay. Should Mohini study hard? And fourth one, what will be there? Should not. Anna. Should not Mohini what? Study hard. Should not Mohini study hard? That means what? Come in. That means what? Should not Mohini study hard? Or you can say shouldn't. Shouldn't Mohini study hard? So repeat after me. Okay now? Mohini should study hard.
Mohini should study hard.
Mohini should study hard.
Mohini should study hard.
Mohini should not study hard.
Mohini should not study hard.
Or Mohini shouldn't study hard.
Mohini shouldn't study hard.
should Mohini study hard?
Should Mohini study
You
hard?
have to ask like if you are asking a question, should Mohini study hard?
Should Mohini study hard?
Should not Mohini study hard?
Should not Mohini study hard?
Or shouldn't Mohini study hard?
Shouldn't Mohini study hard?
Or this is the positive, this is in the case of positive one, okay, and this is in the case of negative one, this is in the case of positive interrogative, and this is negative interrogative. So this four examples we are going to take again, okay. This is the new one, I think you are going to follow it. Black beauty is beauty forever. Huh? Have you heard a proverb
No.
saying black beauty is beautiful ever?
Why?
Because it doesn't change its color. It always appears to be its originality. है ना? तुम्हें जो fair and lovely सुनो पाउडर जहाँ लगो जो it only changes your outer appearance. It doesn't. हाँ ये बाप रे. Whatever. So the next one we'll see, okay. So whenever you are speaking, you try to speak in English, and that was the golden rule that we had made, and you have to follow it very strictly. Okay. So the next one is right. Subject plus must. Okay. Must, and these things are all the modal verbs. Will, would, shall, should. Okay, these are the modal verbs. Okay, might, must. Subject plus must plus V1. Okay, now what is the meaning of must?
Compulsory.
Yes, compulsory. And the action has to be done very necessarily. When necessarily the action is to be done, there is no other choices in it. Okay, so in that case, you can write here, if you take the subject as I, and if you use the word here, the modal verb must, and if you use the V1 as go, I must go. I must go where? I must go home. I must go to the park. Okay? To the park. I must go for a movie. I must go for a movie. Okay? So in the same way, the second one is I must negative not. Tell it loudly. I must not go home. I must not go home. I must not go home. Or I mustn't go home. I must not go to the park. Okay? I must not go to the park. Or I mustn't. I must not go to the park. Must I go to the park? Okay. Must I go to the park? What type of sentence is it? Must I go to the park? What type of sentence is it? Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Okay. Now must
No.
must not I
Must not I.
must
Go to the park.
not I
Go to the
go to the
park.
park. Did you get it? So like this you have to form the sentences. Okay? Like repeat after me now. I must go home.
I must go home.
I must go home.
I must go home.
I must not go home.
I must not go home.
Must I go home?
Must I go home?
Mustn't I go home?
Must not I go home?
Mustn't I go home or mustn't I go home? Okay. So next one write first. Subject plus can. Write it. Fourth one. Write it first. Subject plus can. Subject plus can plus V1. Subject plus can plus V1. What's the meaning of can now?
Must be able to.
Must be able to, or just be able to. That's checking your capability, your ability. I can. That means you can. तो पारिबो. तुम जब तक मैंने भावुची कोई काम तुम कर पारिबो. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. तो मैंने कौन तुम रुसे कर पारिबो? Yes, I can cook. Very well. हाँ. I can cook. Very well. So you write example. I can cook. I can cook delicious food. What? Delicious?
Food.
I can cook delicious food. It's not just simple food. हाँ, हल्के में मत लेना। खाना क्या पकाना नहीं आता, मैं इतना अच्छा खाना पकाता हूँ, है ना, कि तुम सोच भी नहीं सकते। I cook delicious food. Okay, then you can write it as negative. कैसे होगा? I cannot cook delicious food. I cannot cook delicious food. The next sentence what will be?
Can I cook delicious food?
Yes. Can I cook delicious food? Can I cook delicious food? Then one more.
Cannot I?
Yes. Cannot I
Cook
delicious food? Can I cook delicious food? Okay. So the next one. Subject plus code plus B1. Subject plus code plus B1. We actually have very limited time. Okay. So subject plus code plus V1. Now what's the meaning of code?
Ability.
Yes, ability, the capability you have. Okay, so write an example. I could not go. Sorry, I could go. I could go. This is the positive, and you can add one what? Object. You can add the object here. I could not go. It is in a positive sense. If you say in a negative, I couldn't go. I could not go. Okay, could not go. Put an object. This is negative one. Now in the interrogative sentence.
Could I go?
Yes, could I go? Could I?
Go.
Could I go? Could I go? This is in the form of interrogative. Now one more interrogative for this negative sentence.
Couldn't I go?
Couldn't I go? Okay.
Yes.
Couldn't I
Go.
go? Where? Couldn't I go? Couldn't I go with you? Could I go with you? तुम्हारे साथ मुझे जाए परिवे की कौन जाए परिवे नहीं की है ना couldn't I go with you or along with you है ना तुम्हें जोड़े जाओ छो say it is in the form of negative interrogative. Okay, so the next, so these were the things, and now we'll do a easy conversation. This is the part 2, easy conversation. Easy conversation, okay, like it's very usual while we are talking to each other, है ना, hey, hello, what's your name, what are you doing, where are you going, what's your favorite color, है ना, like these questions that you are asking to your friends, to your relative ones. So this can be called as easy conversations. So in the last class we have taken the subject or the topic as the restaurant, and now after entering into the restaurant, now we are taking the subject or the topic as the food. Okay, the topic is food. Now if I ask you what type of food do you like, okay, first question for you will be what type of food you like. What type of food you like? Food do you like? Okay, food do you like? What type of food do you like? Can anyone answer? Yes, you, Saraswati Mata. What type of food do you like?
I like Indian food.
You like Indian food. What type of food do you like? What type of food do you like?
Fast food.
I like fast food. You say. I like fast food. Say.
I like fast food.
I like fast food. What food do you like?
I like Chinese food.
What food do you like? What food do you like?
I like
Hania.
I like samosa.
You say I like by rice beer and nothing else in the world. I like. Then start the sentence with using. Start the sentence using I like. Okay. So what food do you like?
I like junk food.
What type of food do you like?
Junk food.
I like junk foods. Say I like junk foods. Say full sentence. Say
I like junk food.
yes. Say I like Indian food.
I like Indian food.
I like Japanese food.
I like Japanese food.
I like Chinese food.
I like Chinese food.
That's the fast food. Okay. I like what?
Chinese food.
Oh, yours Chinese. Both the Chinese are together sitting, closer to each other. Okay, now the next question will be, why do you like Chinese food? Indian food. Okay, why do you like Indian food?
Because it has so many spices,
Okay,
flavors.
why do you like what? Indian food. Okay, Indian food. Now you have to answer from this question only. I like Indian food because you will say, Hana, say.
I like Indian food because it has so many spices.
Or this sentence can be asked, the question can be asked in this way. Why do you like this type of food? Okay, this type of
This type of food.
food. Because already you have mentioned that I like Indian food. I shouldn't repeat that again. I'll ask you, why do you like this type of food? Can you explain? Why do you like this type of food? Say, I like this type of food because it's
It has so many spices.
spices. Okay, again?
It has so many spices.
Then?
Then
Only that's the reason.
it shows us culture
Huh. Okay, it shows our culture. Then?
and
Why do you like this type of food? Why do you like this type of food? Susri, why do you like this type of food? Say, I like this type of food. Say, I like this type of food.
I like
This type of food
this type of
because it is very delicious.
it is very delicious.
It's very tasty
It is very tasty
and
and
it is very affordable.
it is very affordable.
Affordable. हाँ जोटा कि आमे कम दाम रे जे हेले बिसरा काम नहीं कि खाई परिबा. ठीक अछि? Now you, why do you like this type of food?
I like this type of food because fast food is very tasty.
Because
क्या बात?
fast food is it. I like this type of food means already you are talking about the fast food. Again and again you don't have to say the fast food. Okay? I like this type of food because it's tasty, it's delicious, it's mouth-watering. Like your favorite food and someone is having. And you're just standing out of the restaurant watching him or her because you don't have any money with you, okay? Sorry, you don't have any money. Money is already plural, okay? Because you don't have any money, just you are watching from outside. You खुद मेरा पसंद का चीज और कोई खा रहा है ना? तो कैसे लगेगा? माउथ वाटरिंग लाइक गोलगप्पा है ना? कोई ऐसे करके ले रहा है शायद मगर काश आखिर इधर क्यों जाएगा? If there was possible, but it's not possible. Okay, we can imagine that. क्या सुकून है ना? After गटक. Okay, so you should always answer to the questions beginning from the questions only, so that you can relate to that person. उधर हम लोग relation एक bond हो जाता है. Otherwise, what's your name? Ravindra Mahan. How old are you? That's the number. 56. Where do you belong to? Bahadurpur. What is this? Sir, I belong to Bahadurpur. Huh? Sir, I belong to Bahadurpur. That means you are getting a connection to it. Sir, I am 56 years old and my name is Ravindra Mahan. So that you are getting connected to him and he or she will be what? Feeling proud of you that you are connecting with. Connection is very necessary. Otherwise, you can give answer like you can speak broken English also, but that doesn't connect that much. Okay. So the next question would be okay. So you can answer in this way. I like this food because it's tasty, mouth-watering, it's easy to cook, and it's hygienic. And it's hygienic. Okay. So now, if that is your favorite food, now if I ask you, can you cook this type of food? Can you cook this type of food? Don't just nod your head. Say,
Yes, I can.
yes, I can. So if you're confident to yourself that yes, I can cook. Yes, sir, I can cook. एक दिन आ जाओ घर में. Sir, one day you come, I'll cook for you and you taste. Then you tell me whether I am able to cook or not. Isn't it? So yes, I can cook. Can you cook this type of food?
Yes.
Or yes. Yes, I can cook. Yes, I can cook this type of food. Or you just can say, yes, I can cook. Or yes, I can. Not just only yes and no. Okay? So, Sri, can you cook this type of food?
I cannot. तो पूछ
हाँ.
I cannot cook this.
Yes, I cannot cook this type of food, but I think I can cook something else for you, sir. Anna? Hemendra or Bapun, can you cook this type of food?
Yes, I can.
Can you cook this type of food?
Yes, I can cook.
First action dictionary, then speaking dictionary. Can you cook this type of food?
Yes, I can cook.
And no one says no. Okay. No. If someone has to say no means you say no, I cannot cook. Okay. Now we'll go to the next. We'll go to the next and we'll wind up here. Okay. So word class. Now every day we are going to learn 5 words each. Okay. I think your sir has already arrived. Huh?
Yes,
So I will not just ठीक है listen. Just ABS skill होता है ना?
very.
Okay, okay. So here, this is now every day we are going to learn a new vocabularies. 5 new vocabularies. Okay. So I'll call it as word class. Okay. Because here we're going to deal with the words, and accordingly each word, Hana, will have 3 forms like eat, ate, eaten, buy, bought, do, did, done,
Go,
walk,
went,
walked, walked,
Go,
bring, brought. Hana?
Play,
So
played,
in the
played.
same way. Yes, played. So right here, V1, V2, and V3. Okay? And the first point or the first number you write I acquire. Okay? SCQUIRE. I acquire. I acquire. I acquire is the word. Okay, first word. In the V2, I acquired. I acquired. V3, I have.
I have acquired.
I have acquired.
V3 कहाँ पे होता है? Perfect tense में. It always comes in the perfect tense. So you have to use with I what? I have acquired. And now what's the meaning of acquire?
पता नहीं.
What's the meaning of acquire? Acquire. 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 Gather. Together. Together नहीं. Together.
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 What's the meaning?
Together.
No, not together. You cannot acquire yourself. You can acquire some knowledge. You can have extraction of knowledge. तुम्हारे पास तुम मतलब क्या? तुम्हें उन्हें जिनसों को जानने पे चाहो छो. You can acquire knowledge on it. You can have knowledge on that. Have means acquiring. जानी वो, है ना? तुम्हारे साथ ताको रखी वो. कौन होता को? Acquire. Whenever I get time, I acquire knowledge on various things. तामने कौन? ମୁଁ ସବୁଥିର କିଛି କିଛି ଜିନିଷକୁ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିକି ରଖିଥାଏ, and that is going to help me in my future. Okay, in my future. Next word what? Add. Yes, I add. Add means what? It's not about the advertisement, it's about the plus, it's about the mixing nature. Okay, मिश्रण जो दिया होची है ना, सेठी कौन I add. I added. I have added. Yes, I have added. So now I add, I added, and I have added. So can you give an example using this word I add? I add. Rokichi, examples, can you give me sentences using this word add?
I add some numbers.
I add some numbers.
I add some new books in my collection.
Yes, I added. That is I added. Or I try to add. You can say I try to add the new books to my library. Or I add values to my life. Values. I add values to my life. I added means the action is already being done. I added the books to the library. While I added 2 plus 2 it became 4. It became 4. I have added. Just before the action of second plus, you can say I have added. I have already taken. I have added it. Did you finish adding? Yes, sir. I have already added it. This means I have added. I have added. Means completed. Okay. So now next, allow. What? I allow. I allow. I allow. I allowed. V2, I allowed. You should speak louder, I think. I allow.
I allow.
I allowed.
I allow.
I have allowed.
I have allowed.
Yes. If you don't have Josh, you cannot just learn English. It's not that easy as you think. Anna, as you think. Because this is spoken English, so you have to speak. You have to speak. You have to open your mouth. Ah. All of you do like this. Just put the 4 fingers in your mouth. Having straight fingers. Ah. Can anyone?
Very difficult.
4 fingers. No cheating. Not like this doing. Anna, pull straight. Every morning after getting up early in the morning, you have to do this exercise, and it's very good for your mouth. Your jaw lines got straightening easy, and you look smarter and beautiful.
Is it true?
Yeah, and you have to do mouth exercise is very interesting. You know, you have to do stand in front of the mirror and do like that. Yeah. What happens is the cells of these chicks change, they become active, and once they are active means you are glowing. Now you are sleeping. You're sleeping at night and you're getting up in the middle of the night after seeing a ghost dream, horror dream. Then you just go and see in front of a mirror. Can you see the beauty of yourself? Everything will be dull. No lipstick, no kajal, no freshening things.
No, I
Now
don't.
after getting up early in the morning, what do? Before watching your mirror, you just go wash your face, put some face wash,
No, I
and
never
do this and that. Fully rub with some stone.
I never did like that.
Because we have the confidence that we cannot face ourselves in the mirror.
No, I have never did
No,
it.
you are doing it. You have to admit. Now the next one. Okay, you allow yourself to do it. Okay, allow means what? You allow. Now if someone asks me that sir may I come in, so I have to allow him or her to come in.
Let them.
Isn't it? I have the power, I have the authority to let him come or go out. Okay, so this is allow. Now you have to admit. Okay, you have to admit. I admit. I admit. I admit. Huh? I admitted. We do. I admitted. Now you should say that no, sir, I don't do like that. So you have to admit that yes, sir. Once or twice I did. After that I don't do. That means you have to. মানে admit মানে স্বীকার করিবা. Okay? আপন
Again.
admit মানে কোন?
স্বীকার করিবা।
স্বীকার না স্বীকার।
স্বীকার।
মানে চাই যে বন্ধু নাই কেন হরণ ফল মারি কি আমার সিমিট করা নেই গেও হ্যাঁ admitted I admitted my mistakes. I have admitted already, so I don't have fear on anyone because I said I have done it by mistake, so I admit my mistake. It is not done knowingly, okay, or it was not pre-planned. So admire. The next one is what?
Admire.
I admire.
What does it mean?
Admire মানে কোন?
প্রশংসা praise
Yes,
someone.
praising, praiseworthy. I admire. I have
Admired.
admired. I admire. I admired. I have admired. The admired one. You're praising somebody. Now, if I see a dance which is very beautiful, now what should be my expression? Wow, the dance is very hilarious.
Hilarious?
Yes, the dance is very
Hilarious.
fantabulous. The way you speak English is just wow. That means what I am doing. I am praising you. I am praising your action. I am praising whatever you are doing. Isn't it? So I am admired. Now, if I and my missus are sitting in one film hall and watching, now if I see the dance, what song was that we were watching?
तूने जो पठान।
हाँ तूने जो पठान
झूमे जो पठान।
सॉरी झूमे जो बोले व्हाट बोलेगा
चलेगा
चलेगा हम लोग का नहीं चलता है ना बस झूमे जो बोले ना हमें कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है and I say wow wow I was saying and my missus will look at me like this
क्या हो रहा है
what is there in the dance
क्या हो रहा है
What's going
उस डांस में क्या है what is there in the dance why is so admired that means I am praising the action the thing that is being done and she is getting into the negativity okay so what happened you are getting deeper okay you are getting deeper so actually there's no time okay is the time was very less for us, very short for us. So one more thing, I am just going to miss it out, and we will continue from that in the next class. Okay.
Yeah.
So till part 4 we reached, and please do study this, read this, practice this at home, and come. Okay, for the next class.